Alright, well howdy howdy. Welcome to WillCallMagic Chats. I am your host, WillCallMagic. You are the chat. And I want to thank you all for being here. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. Share it out to your family, friends, whoever. Try to help me grow my channel. You know, it's been quite a while since I've done a recording. Hopefully you've seen some of Mr. Morris throughout the year. But I've not done actual live for I would say a year now. I apologize for that. I've had a really tough year, a lot of personal loss, a lot of financial issues, a lot of trouble, just overall life. We'll just call it that. Anyway, don't matter. Today we are going to be assembling a grill. It's called Expert Grill. And this was a Christmas present to myself, so I thought I would just share the time putting it together with you. And I'll be doing a lot of pausing, and so let's check it out. So first of all, we got the box here. Let's just dig out the hardware and the software. No software, but see what all we got in here. All right, so we got the manual. This is assembly instructions. Alright, packing list. So we need to go find some hardware, bunch of screws, and that's our Lego project for today. Alright, that's interesting. There are no words on the assembly, just pictures. So, good luck. See what we got inside the box. So I've already taken out a lot of the packaging. You know, the boxes all over the place. Here's a grill. That's a plate. Another plate. Good wrought iron plates, so that's good. What do we got here? More packaging. More packaging. There you go, Mr. Morris. Alright, well, doesn't seem like there's anything else there, so I guess we gotta take this part out. See what else we've got here. Back up a little bit. Room. Sorry about the shaking. More packaging. That is heavy. Wow. I guess everything's inside the top. Well, what do we got? Oh, goodness. All right. Guess I need my box cutter. Didn't bring that. Here we go. Take that out. More packaging. In the box, just box. Alright, so everything is inside. Alright, so that's our pan. Drip pan maybe. What do we got here? More packaging. Oh, doors. Here we go. We got doors. Woohoo. Alright, that's box. table going here. Let's see what all we got. Yep, I need my box cover. Be right back. Alright, so Mr. Morris has joined me. Don't know if you can see him down here. Maybe he'll jump up high here in a moment. What do we got here? More packaging. More packaging. More packaging. Alright, so we got the right side, which is a burner. See that? There's a burner for the right shelf. There. More packaging. Another box. And what we got here? What do we got here? Another box. Just what we need. Alright, all the hardware. Bunch of screws. Looks like 3 different sizes. Now 2, so I got 2 A's and a B in there. There's some door handles. Got a grill secure. It must be a side burner. Burner covers. And burner covers, I guess. Plate, the grip pin, and a bunch of knobs. Alright. Yep, there's our hardware. Set that over here for a moment. What else we got in here? Another box. Another box. Ah, here we go. Alright, we got some wheelies. 4 wheelies. We can roll it around. We have, this will be the left shelf. Alright, left shelf comes with a couple different little hangers here. You can hang your stuff down, so that's alright. That's pretty cool. Knock everything over because I'm clumsy. Alright, let's gather up all this stuff. Packaging. Guess that's the door. Door will connect there, so that'll be the front piece. Stop. Out of the way here. My goodness. More packaging. More packaging. More packaging. Alright, well, that's empty. So, take that away for now. And see what we got. Nice chair. All right. That worked out well. So the first step is to take this knobby and put it on something. That tells me a lot. Okay. So that's gonna be fun. Where'd that box go? Guess it's this one. And then we need something else here. All right. Wrench. Not a screwdriver, just a wrench. Ooh. All right. So, looks like it's supposed to go on this part here. Should be a hole here. Door stops here. So this is the back. This is the front. Not labeled anywhere, but all right. What do we do? Take this thing off. Can't take that thing off. What are they doing? All right, that's solid. That's your adjustment. This is supposed to come off. So I gotta take this screw out, take this off, get this off. So, that's gonna be our first pause. I need a screwdriver. Right, we're back. So, got our trusty little screwdriver. We gotta go find that too. So let's be smart about this and not lose the screw. Spin that off. And spin this off. Spin this off. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to look. I think it told me A screw. Two A screws. All right. My little chair here. So, looking at the bag, there's lots of screws. You know what I don't see? There's no nuts. There's no nuts in this bag. No nuts in the bag. Must be a she. Well, it is called Expert, so the Expert has no nuts, just screws. So let's see what we got. We're going nutless today. So we need an A screw. Alrighty. Two of these. Then this goes top or bottom. That don't make sense. Get my picture. dropping things here. Alright, so the picture shows from the bottom to the top. Now remember that route? From the bottom to the top. Alright, so we'll just those in there. Oh, it's going to need a bigger screwdriver. That goes through here. All the way in. Secure it. We put our part back on. Let's try not to screw this one up. Well, we can't screw it up, we gotta screw it in. Just a lot of screwing around with this grill. I'm going straight. All right, there we go. Hand tight. Back that off. Let's see it there. How are we supposed to tighten these? With no screwdrivers. That don't work. That don't work. That one's too small. No, we'll just back that out for now. It's supposed to go that far. Because you're not secure. Alright, well, let's go get a different screwdriver. Be right back. Alrighty, well, this one will work good enough. Looks like a Stanley. So we're just going to tighten these down. Alright, so they're self-securing, so they don't need any nuts. No nuts on the back end. Alright, put those over there. And put that off to the side. See what step number 3 says. Step number 3 says grab leg 3 and 4. That don't look like it. Not labeled. These have got to be grill covers or something. So what we got in this box? That ain't right. These are upper grill. More packaging. Ah, here we go. That must have been the back panel. So, 3 and 4. Ah, number 3. All right. It's got the chain here for your match, your extra long match. And we need 4 A screws. 3, 4. This box is not gonna hang out here very well. All right, with this part facing me, you put number 3 on your side. I guess like that. And then the screws go in there. All right. So, we need a bigger table here. And I need a left-hand nut. All right. We'll do it the dumb way here. Screw on, put the screw in, hold it tight, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Boy, they give you no room here for this. Got this little lip under here that's in the way of the screw. Really bad. Start with the bottom one. Get back in there. We can hand tighten a little bit here. Not really. So let's try to get her straight. Righty tighty. There we go. All right, that's on there. So let's do the top one now. This is even worse. Are we in? In. Let's try it again. Holes lined up. Go to the right. There we go. I'm about ready to go get my drill because there is no finger room in here at all. So we'll tighten that one down. Back. Tighten that one up. All right. This number 3. So where'd number 4 go? Three and 4. Two little holes on the bottom, 2 holes on the top. Start on the bottom again here. If I had a workbench or a garage, this would go a lot easier. Why are you facing over that way? Not watching over this way. Alright, so we got that one started. Turn it over here a little bit. Grab our next screw. And that went in the wrong hole. So that was stupid. So back that one out and put it in the second one. Alright, let's try her again here. There we go, got her. Let's get her connected. She's not falling off. Just a little bit tighter here, a little bit more. Line up the top one. There's no finger room in here. This is horrible. Horrible, horrible. Alright, line it up. And screw it in. There we go. Hold her tight. Alright. Here's leg 3 and 4. Now I gotta do leg 5 and 6. So I'm gonna flip it. So 5 goes here. And 2 more of these. That was smart. Get her connected. Make sure my neighbors don't come out. So top one. Here we go, straight and tighten. Alright. Tighten it right up. Back to the bottom one. Tighten that back up and double check. There we go. Nice and tight. See how much of a mess I made here. Not really. Alright. 2 more leg 6. Alright, so put the bottom one in. Secure it. Second hole. Very tidy. Got her started. Let's just bring her in a little bit. Running out of room here, so get this one lined up. Get her started. that one down. There we go. Back to the bottom. Tighten that one. Double check the top. All right, nice and secure. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we got to put on side panel 7. Starting to trap myself in here. All right. Side panel number 7. That must be over here. Refreshment. What the heck? Can you tell me what size screws I need? Very odd. Alright, well this one's a solid panel. That's good. Good, that color. That's nice. What are we doing here? It says to screw something in here. I don't know what we got. You know what? Legs are loose. Hold on a minute. I gotta tighten this up. So we just verified they're all tight, and we're good. All right. So this thing points to the front. So this panel this way goes here. Alright, so they've already got little screws in here. Look at there. We gotta back these out a little bit. That was a surprise. Not all the way, just a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go tight on these. Back it up just a little. Alright, so we do that, then we slide these in. We have to be smart enough to slide all 6 screws in at the same time. That'll work. They don't line up. These two line up, but not these two. You don't line up? Shove it this way. Two in there. One here. There's two. This third one is way off. Try it on the other side. Oh. Does it put it on this side? I don't think it doesn't fit. Let's just back these up. Just a little bit. And one more. All right, let's try it on this side. Ha. Guess it belongs on this side. All right, so you slide them down in there. Now let's try to tighten these things back up. Again, with no finger room. Holy cow. Let's get this side back in. Hold on a second. So next is the right side. Get you all toward the top. Just gonna line those. Line up these three. Down and then tighten up again. Again, no finger room. So that's why I only loosened them a little bit, because you've got very small aluminum here to slide it into. Just tighten it down. more. All right, so we got all those on. So I guess now we're going to step 7. It's going to be the back plate, which will be this thing, and 4 more screws. The back plate's going to go where this thing is. You got 2 holes here and here. 4. No holes on the top. Right. Sorry about the pause. The neighbor stopped by. Saw the camera out here, so got 2 more screws. We're going to screw this side back in. Again, no finger room. And get her started. Right. To the top. Screw that in nice and tight. This one again. I'm starting to run out of daylight over here. Guess we better get moving. Alright, let's just tighten these up. So I got 2 more. I hold it to the bottom here. They're all lined up already, so that's good news. And 1 more. Set it there. And spin. Actually, I can start that one with my thumb, believe it or not. Good. We got that one started. Here we go. Tighten her down. All right. So we got those, so now we need the back piece. Step 8. It goes up here. Back piece, front piece. All right. Picture showing these on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. 3 and 4. I dropped them earlier, so that was brilliant. All right, still see me over here? Guess I should turn you a little bit. So how's this gonna look? Start on the bottom. Gotta go this way. What are they showing me here? Showing me this way. That makes sense. And the doors close here. Alright, so let's get the first one started. Again, 0 finger room. Start. And start. straight. Get her started here. And this bottom one. At least we got her hanging. And we can go do the top ones to tighten up. Start, nope. Start here. Wow, this piece is even worse. Alright, got that one started. Let me back this one off. So it doesn't look like it's going in straight. That's just going to end up stripping the whole thing. Try it. There we go. Nice and easy. If it goes easy, you did it right. Alright. 2 top pieces. Started nice and easy, don't force it. These are basically wood screws. I mean for metal, but they're not they're loosely wound, so they're easy to put in. They're not like the machine type screws. The threads are very, very thin, so it's just the easy screw it in. If you're forcing anything, you don't have it in right. Just gotta go nice and easy. Alright, so let's tighten these up. Tight. Finger tight. And the last one. There we go. Finger tight. Alright, so that was fun. Woohoo. That's all the screws from the middle bag. Now it says rotors. Set it this way. Grab my wheels. Come over here. This is probably where we Nope, still recording. I thought I paused you. Alright. So here's our wheels. This is where the little wrench is going to come in handy. They all the same? They all look the same. It's pretty heavy duty. Got it on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all got on and off. Alright, so that's good. Basically, just going to put it in. And start screwing it. Alright, we'll start finger tight there. move it on. So you can see got little bearings in here. That allows us to pivot, right? Or this way. Alright, so basically what you're doing is you're grabbing this part and screwing it in. It's nice and simple. Alright, nice and tight. Grab your little wrench, fits perfectly right down in there, and tighten her up. Alright, and next one, and just tighten her up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do the other two and I'll be right back. Hold on. So, there you can see we got all the wheels on. Nice and pretty. Probably don't need these anymore. And they don't come off too easy. There we go. Paint by numbers. Nope, screw by numbers. What? You heard me. There we go. Alright, next are the two side pieces that are going to hold the arms in, I guess. Which I'm assuming is this. Take these out. Take a look at it. Let's get these orientated. This way? Nope. This way? Maybe. Can't be. It's gotta be like this. Alright, this photo is horrible. Alright, so it's showing this. Screws gotta go in. It's gotta be this way. And this will probably attach to the top. Is that right? Huh? Guess we'll find out. Alright. 8 more screws. We got 8 more screws. The picture shows it this way. So, hold on a second. So, sorry about that. My neighbor is walking his dog and he's a private person, so we won't put him on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this one was pretty tough to put in, so what I did is I had to back this one off because I made this one too tight, so this wasn't going in. But now everything's in, nice and tight. Alright, let's do the other side. Around here. Mr. Mars. Alright. This way. So we'll start here. I'm going to have to pause you in another minute or so when he comes back. Actually got finger room on these. You can just tighten them right up or get them started in. Like I said, it should be very easy. Just screw them in. And 4. Alright, tighten these up. And ready for the next step. That was step 10. Step 11. Oh, all right. This is the heavy part, so hold on, I gotta move everything around. All right, well, so neighbor stopped by for a minute with the dog. We chatted a little bit. Sun's going down. I'm starting to run out of time here. So we got the top on the base. That was the heavy part, so a lot of lifting there. Then it's just 4 screws, 1, 2, 2 on the other side. We just had to set it down inside the frame that we just put on, and I would just tighten it up. All right. Now we're on step 12. Wait a minute. Something's supposed to be hanging out of here. What we got inside? More. No? Why just showed up? Did I miss a step? No? Next is the doors. We're going to skip that for now. Alright, the burners are all in. That's your gas line. Next they want the doors on. We're going to hold up on that because I've got silver doors that I want to see will fit instead of black doors, which will give it a little more character. So, because we got black on black, and we got stainless steel, and if I can put stainless steel doors on there, that would look even better. So that's what I'm going to try to do with the doors, but that might be another video. Sun's going down. I'm not going to have time to take them off the old grill to put on the new grill. So let's just try to get this thing together. I don't know why they're showing this thing sticking out. So these are door handles. Really don't know. Alright, put the doors on. Top on. And I guess we just put on the sides. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Nope. Hang on. Well, welcome back. This is, I guess, part 3 or 4. I don't know. So we ran into a really big snag putting the sides on here. So when you look at it, there were 4 screws on the front facing here, and you thought that was just to hold the front facing on. What the picture doesn't tell you is that you had to back them off. The top one, the bottom one, you actually had to take out. And then you had to line that, put that in, put a screw in the back side here to hold it, get this line, and then try to get those little screws back in. So I had to do that on both sides and put the 2 screws to hold the top of the shelf in. But we finally got there. Now, that part that was hanging down earlier, I found that underneath, tucked in, there were more twist ties and more bubble wrap and all that. So we had to unwrap all that, wrap it all out. And that's basically our hose connector, which is connected to the side burner. And the side burner has little screws that you have to connect to the front plate. Again, the photo doesn't show you all this, and there are no words. So if they would have had words, it would have said back off the screws, not take the screws out, or whatever. So I just lost probably a good 45 minutes trying to put the sides on. So that was a little bit frustrating, but we're there. So let's find our next step, and that should be easy. Put the knobs on. Of course, everyone's wrapped individually. Alright, so just go on like that. Top flat side. So you should just go on. Alright, there we go. Take it down, then you gotta push in to turn it off. Alright, that's a good safety feature. So that's not bad. And my hands are tired. Holy cow. Put these on. So it's always good to have your little tool handy. Most men always carry a little tool. You know what I mean? I grew up with one ever since I was 7, 6 maybe. My little pocket tool. Those on. 2 more. There, 1 more for the side burner. All right. Filter in. So that must be the spark light, because I don't see no light around here. Push in, that must light it up. It's a little different. I'm used to a little push button thing or whatever. Alright, next thing we got this part. That's going to be the thing. There you go, there's your lighter. So what are we doing with this? So we have this. It says a couple of screws here. I'll take them out. According to this, I'll take them out. Making sure I'm still in the picture here. Alright, so take that out. This down, under, underneath or over top? Why would I take them out? All right. Put that through. says put the little screws in. Looks like it sits on it, so I don't know. Zero finger room with upside down screws. That's good. We got that one started. This one started. Try it left-handed. Started. There it goes. All right. Let's see if the screwdriver will actually fit on there now. It did. Tighten those up. Feels tight, but it doesn't seem tight. Of course, they're upside down underneath, so you can't see what you're doing. Let's try here. Keep missing. Get on there. One more try here. All right, we're good there. All right, so we just messed up. Because you got to connect this into here first. And then this goes in up here. So let's back those screws out. So you can just loosen them and just wiggle in. So you're going to wiggle it. Just a little wiggle. Wiggle. There we go. Just a little wiggle. Now we're tightening it back up. There we go. All right, that's done. Now, this little doodad's got to plug in here. Something this way or this way. There we go. See if we get spark. We got spark. All right, we're on our way. All right, what we got left? So we connected all this. The part we just put in connected to here, and it had a little sparker thing to ignite it. Alright, and just putting the stuff together. Side piece is done. We got burner covers. You just sit on there. Easy removable for cleaning. You know what I just noticed? There's 5 burners plus the other burner. There's only supposed to be 4. So they sent me the wrong model. They sent me a 5 burner, not a 4 burner. I thought I bought a 4 burner with the side. It's 5, not all this. But well, it's unpacked now, so all right. And my little holes for this thing. That one just don't move. It just sits there. Okay. On the last one, it would lift up and down. All right. One grill there. Your other grill, 2 pieces. The last one had 3 because it had a small one and then 2 medium-sized ones. This one has 2 large ones. Cover the whole thing up. All right. Now we got to put the sheet pan in. Let's put that on. Alright, that's going to go here. This is your grip pen. Garbage up out of the way here. All right. Like this. Well, that don't make sense compared to everything else. Two B screws and 2 C screws. Where the hell the B's go? We've got 2, we're at 3 left. We got 4 of these, I only need 2. secure. That's what it says. Well, that's what it shows. It doesn't say anything. That one. One of these. Screw through the washer. Tighten it up. Nice and straight. Get her started. There we go. That's really the way it's supposed to go, huh? Tighten it up. Tighten it up. We got our grip on. It's the removable one. Can't really see here. Got my light. That goes in there. Like that. There we go. Like that. There we go. Sits in. Alright, that's kind of nice. So just give it a little lift and slide it out, and then it's secure in place. The drip pan can lay down there. Not very big either. It'll hold some grease, I guess. But easy to get to. Alright. No, we're supposed to put it from the front. Okay. Can't see it from the front. Right? No, that's where that goes. Connect our gas and we're done. That's it. Voila. Maybe get a hold of Kurt and see if we'll do some cooking with Kurt tomorrow. Talk to you later. Good night.